Hello guys, here I am bringing you a video of how to breed on Joseph's Ark servers. This is just going to give you a basic fundamental guide of how to do it, getting started, just give you a little technique to kind of expedite the process, getting the stats that you need, and so on and so forth. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So first things first is I always set up a box that I want to get my tames in. I have a 1x2 box here, and then I have my 6 mutators, one for growth, one to expedite the growth of the babies, and then the rest of them, 5 mutators for the mutation stats, and my soul terminal, hatchery, so on and so forth. What the hell are these? Fertilized moth egg. Okay. Fuckers over there. Why are these still breeding? Turn these fucks off. Alright, sorry for the minor distraction. So yes, the 1x2 box, I have all my Perlovias in here. This is what I'm gonna use to do that tutorial for you guys, or guide if you will. So let's go ahead and get into it. That's you on the breeding. So I already have that one radiation on them. I don't have to pop all my pulses, but I'm going to because that's on a cooldown and I can use that for later. So with all these guys mating, I have here about 30 females, give or take, and one male. And the reason that I do it this way, or the how I do it this way, I should say, is I start off with one male, one female, and have them on auto breed, collect the eggs, collect the babies, and have a whole bunch of females and set them inside the box when they're babies after, from the soul trap. When you're doing it this way, they can easily stack inside of each or mesh inside of each other when growing up, and that makes it easier for you to breed. Also enables the male to get more females, and which gives you more babies or more eggs, whatever you are breeding. It is ultimately it is just a quicker way of getting breeding done, so to speak. Um, so for small dinos like this, I typically do about 30 to 40 females inside of a little small box like this, like a 1x2 or a 1x1. However small the smaller the dino is, the smaller room you need to breed. And then I always stick the male on the outside, as you can see, and then all the females inside the box itself. So all of them, as you can see, they have those little triple red hearts there, which indicates that they are mating and breeding with that dominant male. And from there, they'll go to the hatchery. Well, with these, they don't have eggs, so it's gestation, so they'll go straight to my soul terminal. And all I'm gonna have to do from there is just look for the stats that I'm trying to get, and it's as simple as that. After breeding process is complete, you'll be looking at tames that have the 254 is basically the max stat you're looking for, and that is on any tame no matter what. And these are the points of your tame before you put levels into it. So don't look at the stat percentages or anything like that. Don't even look at the stats itself. You can always determine it by the level, because every single 10 mutate or 5 mutators go off, should gain 10 levels when it gets that mutation that you want or boost in stats from the mutators and breeding. So let's say you have a 721 and you get 10 more points into, I don't know, stamina, HP, or whatever. That 721 is going to become a 731, if you will. And that's the same with anything. Stegos, I've only bred it up to for HP. Reason why they're so low. Where's one I can show you? Magmasaur, for instance, this is already a leveled up one, but it is maxed out in melee damage melee HP and stamina. So he is a big boy tanker here. And as you can see, it's 1013 with all three of those stats maxed out, but it is about 920 25 when it's unleveled. So that's pretty much what you can get off of breeding. Unfortunately, if you go anywhere past 254, you will be unable. It, you won't be allowed to place the levels or the stats from levels or the points from levels into the stat that is above 254. Believe me, I've already tried this on a different wipe on a different tame. I was doing squid and I got a melee damage at 255. Didn't know it at the time, but then when I raised it up to a full grown adult, I was unable to put my levels into melee and was forced to pump all of it, mostly all of it, into health. I mean, it's a plus and minus in doing that because I'm only using those as like a kind of thing or kind of tame just to hold soakers and be a delay, if you will. So having squid at max HP in a water base or around a water base or a water cave entrance isn't a terrible idea, but it's better to have. Oh wow, they just constantly auto. Okay, didn't know that. All right, disable that. It just kind of acts as like a delay or a buffer, and just acts as another nuisance. And that's all I really wanted the squid to act as, is just a nuisance. But anyways, back to what I was doing. So the stats that I'm looking for again are about 58 melee and 52 to HP. If you go into here, your soul terminal, you can see all the stats there on the left side of those brackets closest to the stat name. For instance, melee damage, I can see here my melee damage didn't get a mutation, it got a color mutation instead, if anything. So it's sitting at just a basic 58. You can do this for every single one. It takes a long time to do that, and just why do that when you could just do the advanced search and just search, let's say I want my health, I'm sorry, I want my health to be, what was it, 52? You know, boom, if I had a 52, that's all I would have had to do. If I wanted, well, actually, a better way to do it, all you would have to do is just type that bracket in, and then let's say I'm looking for 58, boom. I got a 301, all of these are something with a 58, and I just surf through the ones that I don't want, and it seems that all of them are have 58. So I put back the ones I don't need, I keep the one that I want. So with that being said, I'm gonna keep the one. I do believe I already have them somewhere in here. Uh, already bred it up, or at least I did. Well, I had to do another breed cycle to get my HP, but that is the basics tutorial of how to breed on Joseph's server. If you are interested in joining the server, I will put a Discord link, and from there you can join the Discord, give yourself the permissions that you need to be able to look at all the channels for Ark related content, and then you can join on from the link itself there. I will also put the links of the Ark servers into the into the description itself. Make it a little bit easier for you guys, for any newcomers that would like to come out and participate in this wonderful server. I absolutely love Joseph and his servers. He's a great admin, a great host, and a great Ark server provider. He's always, I wouldn't say always available because he has his personal life to take care of, so be it. But for the most part, he's always there. He's always responsive at the very least, unless he's sleeping. But he's very helpful. He's very understanding. And if there's an issue, he's always on top of that issue whenever he has the time or whenever he's able to get it done. So, and I can say that about him and his servers versus some of the other servers I played in the past, where I've played on some servers that admins were just never, or at least hardly ever, available, and just nothing would get fixed, nothing would be resolved per se. And that's the one thing I love about Joseph. He's always there, he's always on top of it, and he's wanting to create a community for his Ark servers and get a community going. So, but if you do find a server or find this video on YouTube, which this is where this is going to be posted, feel free to jump onto the Discord or the Ark servers, come play, come populate the servers, tell your friends if you like it, feel free. You can always find me on the Discord. My name is going to be Dahaka33 on his server. My name on Ark is always going to be something different every season. And I should mention that he wipes his servers towards the end of every month, sometimes at the very end or towards just before the very end of the month. And I hope to see you guys around, but until then, I will see y'all later. Hope this guide will help you on your future endeavors when breeding. For those that have already know how to breed, congrats. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all are taking that first initiative or first step into creating some amazing dinos. And I hope to see some of your breeds and what they can do. But until then, I'll see y'all later.